Hey there everybody, Paller here. Welcome back to my Dark Souls playthrough. Getting ready for Dark Souls 2 and why not actually complete the game finally for the first time. Not get 7% of the way through and then get overwhelmed and walk away. Get scared. Can't take it. The first two episodes, so the first episode was getting off the main island. Then we also picked up not getting off the main island, getting out of the prison, whatever the hell it is. Getting out of the prison, getting to the main area. We also went through the graveyard and got the few items out there. Second episode was getting this current armor that we're wearing from the Underhold, Blighttown. That's what it is, Blighttown, not Underhold. I don't know. We got the armor, and then we got the Uchigatana, the winged spear, and everything. And we're going to continue on in, try to kill the whatchamacallit demon of the day. Wow, I am really bad with names. Come on, shoot. Maybe get the Drake spear tail, or Drake tail sword thing. That sword I'm thinking of that I shoot the tail of the dragon off to get. Yeah. If you haven't played, you don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you'll see it here. I'll explain it as we're going through. So we want to make a quick dash. This area here, if you're not ready for the game, you can get overwhelmed here. There's 3 guys in here, and one of them's got a pretty heavy axe, so I like to run ahead. I draw the one out. Once he's dead, then I move ahead in and take out the other 2 normally. You can't fight on that bridge for too long because those guys up there throw bombs down that chute. Go ahead and run in here. I do love this sword. For a game that's so much about timing and hitting the open windows, if you're good and you can hit those heavy weapons, man, you're an awesome fighter. I have a tough time hitting with those heavy weapons, so the quick ones like this, they really make my playthroughs a lot easier. Here, this area can also be a little bit of a problem if you're not, well, even if you are pretty good at the game. So that front guy that I got targeted, he's going to throw firebombs, while the other 2 try to cut you down with axes. There we go. More firebombs. All right. So we did that. We did that up here. Clear these guys out quick. Whew. I don't know how we blocked that. And we didn't block that at all. Yeah, down you go. I'm on fire. Damn firebombs. Not a good start. Oh, there was something out here I want to get, right? Yeah. A sword. Let's see here. Is there any... Did that guy... So that one dude fell down. I'm just trying to see if he dropped anything. He did not. Right. Come up here. There's a archer. This part of the game I've played so much, it's not even funny. Early on when I was trying to learn it and everything, I redid this opening scene on probably 15 different guys to get comfortable with them, try the different classes and the different weapons and everything early on. So that key we bought off of, the residence key we bought off the dude that dropped the Uchigatana before we killed him, that's what opened this up. And we're going to use that golden Pytar probably on the Casper, whatever the demon is up here on the bridge, I don't remember. Come on. Walk a little faster. Walk a little faster. Walk a little faster. Missed that. Nope. I was trying. If you're good, when they swing back with that attack, if you shield bash them at the time, you get a big open window. I missed it entirely. Hence why I don't do it very often. But against those spear guys, it's sometimes needed. Now, if we hang our right down here, out down here is one of the bigger Black Knights. If I was a Pyromancer, we'd probably go down there and take him on right away. We have, with the fireballs, we could take him out. Right now, I don't want to waste... Come on, come on. I don't feel comfortable yet. I'm going to wait for a few more levels. Ah! He killed himself. Dummy. I'm going to wait a few more levels before I go and try to take that guy on. If you clear out enough open area, you can fight him, but he's still dangerous now. One. Alright, so we want to be very careful here. That barrel I just rolled through, there's going to be a Titan Shard snail thingy in this. We want to be able to kill it. It will burrow away if you don't attack it in time and don't kill it. So we want to... Yeah. And if he's gone, he's gone. Twinkling Titan... Yeah, that stuff. So that's kind of why we got set up and waited for him. And here we come soon to our first boss fight without outside of the tutorial area. Another boss that's much easier as a Pyromancer. I'm kind of really regretting that idea of not taking him. But, oh well, makes it a little more interesting. Alright. So, what are we going to do? We're going to heal up. We're going to make sure we have on our bar, we're going to get rid of that, that we're going to put on the gold pine resin. So when we apply that to the Uchigatana, basically we're going to use this ladder, we're going to climb up the ladder, and you saw in the very first video with that main guy, he was standing down below and we fell on him and we did our big attack. It hit him really, really hard. We're going to try to do that with this guy and rinse and repeat. With the gold the gold pine resin on it, it'll basically make the attacks do about a third of his health, maybe a little less, maybe about a quarter of his health per time we can pull it off. It's going to be our best bet for beating him. But you have to do it in a timely manner because he will jump up there eventually. And there he is. Big guy. Taurs demon or something. Taurs demon. Hey. You got it right. So we're going to climb up here and get my resin ready. As soon as we get to the top, we're going to turn off the shield and triangle. We're going to coat the sword. And we're going to jump. And we're going to attack. We're going to untarget him so we can get around him. If you keep him targeted, it can be trouble to circle strafe him. We're going to back away. We're going to draw him away from the entrance there. We want to watch out because he can easily launch us off the edge. It's going to try to do it right now. Shield, climb the ladder. Oh! I didn't think you could hit me on the ladder. On target. Circle straight through him. Shield back out. Put some distance between us and him. Potion. Miss. You got me, but not too bad. The resin wore off, recoat. Do it again. This should do it. I hit him, missed him. Oh, way. Alright, we're gonna have to fight him straight up. He's on to us. Roll! Fill. Attack. Got it. There's the Taurs King. Otis Fury is going to knock him off the bridge. He's more... That's more of the danger than anything else. One more bone, any humanity. Oops, wrong button. And we're going to turn this off because we don't want to waste that stuff. Probably shouldn't have even used the second one. Alright, we're going to go ahead. We're going to move inside here. I always roll through these. I don't know. I know there's nothing in them. There's something back here, I believe. Now we get to meet All Praise the Sun. If you've seen Praise the Sun, this is where it comes from.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So, there we go. He gave us the item that had this... Multiplayers have been working on this. He gave us the item to summon other players in for co-op. But doing the conversation also means later on for boss fights for, I don't know, about half of them, maybe a little less than half of them, we can summon him as an NPC to help us. And he's actually quite helpful. He can take a huge beating and keep aggro on some guys while you whittle him down. So, that's why we did that conversation. And unfortunately, normally there's symbols written all over the ground around here. Praise the sun this, praise the sun that, and they're all gone. I hated games for Windows Live, but it's annoying that they didn't put something else in its place for this. Run away! So, we have a dragon now. We gotta get down to the end there. Run, 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 run. Right, I should have taken my shield off. You can run a little... Or no, you can't. Get down here. He will breathe a breath of fire here if you're not careful. Hey, none of that nonsense. Is that fire coming? No. A spear. Anyway, we'll come back to that in a little bit here. Down below, you're going to find an area that looks very familiar. I'm going to kick a ladder down. Climb down the ladder. And you might recognize this place. It's that first bonfire outside of the opening area of the Firelink Shrine that we're at. So we're going to go ahead and rest here. I'm actually going to do some leveling up. So first thing we want to do, go in here, use up any of the souls we have. It's actually... there's 6 and 2. Should give us about 6,000, maybe 6,500 souls to use. Oh, more like 7,200. Not bad. Okay, level up. What do we want to do? So, some of these things we haven't explained so far. Vitality, that's your hot hit points. Attunement. Attunement is the number of magic slots you have. If you look over here on the right, it says attunement slots. The bottom item on the right, 1 of 1. If we go up one to that, now you see it's 1 of 2. If we go up to level 14, we have 3 of those. Those are how many magic spells you can carry on you at any one time. Since we don't have pyromancy yet, we don't really need to worry about that. Endurance, that is your stamina bar. Strength is pretty straightforward. Dexterity is agility. Resistance is not really an item I use all that much. It just gives you base stat boost on your damage reduction, but so does a lot of the other ones, like endurance. Now, resistance does give you more per point, but endurance also gives you endurance. So I always prefer, if I'm gonna go for a defensive stack, I want to also get other points out of it. I believe vitality does also. There's vitality, physical defense, attunement does, basically everything does. Intelligence would be if we're going to be a spellcaster, we're not going to be. Faith would be if we're going to be using holy spells, we're not going to be doing that either. So basically, I want to get ready. We're going to be getting the Draketail sword here in a bit. I'm going to take this up to 16. I think that's 18, but I don't remember for sure. 16 would be a good starting point. Then I want to put the rest into vitality, which is only 1 point, but there we go. Confirm. Let's see if we can get the Draketail sword real quick. I probably should have done that before I confirm the points, because it's right here. But, oh well. I'm not very good at games. What can I say? So we're going to climb back up here. Just for free souls. Something I like to do. Just stick your head up here. There's these guys. He's gonna breathe a breath. Kill them all for you. And then all the souls come to you. Any loot? Nope, no loot. Alright. So now we're gonna go in here, back here under the bridge. And there's his tail. And that's what we're after. There's a guy here though. Gotta remember, there he is. Yep, you're dead. Okay. Loadout. Is it bow or crossbow? That's not what I wanted. Put bolts, standard. Get rid of that. I believe it's... Okay, so we get into this location here. We're on the middle pillar. Hit... There. If we hit right bumper, it'll bring this up. And then left bumper will bring this up. So now we can time our shots. We want to we got to shoot the tail. Why don't I? I can't shoot it. What's going on here? Did I not equip the arrows? Bolt? Bolt's not a... Oh, crap! I didn't buy arrows? Am I an idiot? I didn't buy arrows. I bought bolts. Oh. Nope, there's arrows. Equipping the wrong thing. Okay. Now we're good. So, we want to get right around this corner here. And we want to watch for the swing. We want to get it right when the swing starts to come back. We release and we'll hit it. So right. Nope, too soon. There's one. This is going to take a little bit of time. Oops. I forgot about the second part. Oh man, it has been too long. Alright, so let me explain what I'm going to do, and then I'll time-lapse this till you see the end. So we're going to wait for the swing to start coming back. Release. Then the tail's going to come and be right in front of us right here. And so you can get 2 hits on it. And you got to do that about a dozen times before you'll get it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut here, I'm going to time-lapse it until we actually finally get it. Alright, so there we got it. Basically, let me just explain entirely what I did once I got into the groove. So, standing here, kind of just off the corner of this pillar, aiming at, there's kind of this leaf here, underneath that broken part in the wall. I aim kind of right there, that's the first part. As soon as you hit him, then move your crosshairs over into the center of this stone area. And that'll be right where the tail comes the other way around. And once you get the timing around, you can basically hit him twice per little area. And then it'll take about a dozen or so hits until you get the item. So I had, what, 40 arrows, 50 arrows, and we ended with 27, and I missed a half dozen or so. So there you go. That's the Drake Sword. Now, the reason we got the Drake Sword is... Where is it? There it is. Look at this. 200 damage compared to my other weapons. The Wing Spear is doing 86, and the Ujigatana is doing 90. So it's more than double damage the other ones. Now, it does require a pretty hefty stat load in order to use. 16 strength, 10 dexterity. So we went right to where we needed to with the strength. That worked out well. This sword is going to just tear through mobs. It's a joke how strong it is. Shield, shield, shield. Where's the shields? Shield. There we go. So, now later on in the game, it's almost overpowered early on. Later on, it evens out pretty well, basically because you can't upgrade it as easily as you can the other things. It requires extremely expensive items, and even then, you can only basically do +5 on it, where other items you can do up to +10 of one thing, and then you can transfer it over, or you can do +9, and then, come on, stupid spear guy, come to me. See, 144 damage. That wasn't even anything special. I was also talking about the rats and how they're good for farming humanity. Here's that point where they're pretty good for farming. There's 3 or 4 of them right here in this one area, and there's that bonfire very close. You only have to kill 2 guys to get here. Actually, we're gonna go around. We're gonna open up one more bonfire. This video is gonna probably be a little bit shorter. I forgot to set my timer, so I don't know exactly how long it's gonna be. But there's one more thing I want to do, and then we're gonna call it quits here. I gotta go do some other stuff. Where am I? I want to go up here. Okay. We're going to run, get past his fire breath, get up here on the wall. Now, if here at the wall you stand here and you run forward, after a few seconds, well, not a few seconds, but sometimes a little while, the dragon's going to come down. We do not want to fight the dragon. We don't have what it takes to fight the dragon. I've never even killed this dragon. But we can bring him down in order to run past him. Here he comes. Run! Don't stop, just run. He's going to back up, and then he's going to do his breath, and we're going to caught fire. But we should be able to make it in here. Come on. Yeah. So you can see, here is another fire pit. And we do have a humanity, so we'll go ahead and we'll just kindle it right away. We're already in our human form. There we go. Right out here. And there's one last thing. So there is a coven here. We haven't got into covens yet. I'm not all that familiar with covens myself. I know there's one here for what is it? Wings Coven, I believe. It's, you gotta do something, and I think it's inside this door, or it might just be up here on the platform where that statue is. There's something happens out here. I don't know exactly what it is, though. But what we want to do, did the dragon leave? He did leave. So once you get into this room here, the dragon flies away, which gives us a chance to go out there and get that loot, see what all we got. Open this up. So when we fought those rats were right down this ladder here. After we kill those rats, we would come up this ladder right, yeah, and we'll go down. It's tougher to come down this way and get to them because they have a shot at you. Oh crap, we just fell through the world. Well, that's awesome. That's part of the resolution fix. It creates a hole there. I forgot. So you can't, if you're playing on PC and you use the res fix, you can't actually go down that ladder if I recall correctly. You can go up it, but when you slide down it, it does something screwy and you fall through. How far do we fall? Come on. Thank you. But luckily, I think our soul should be right there at the top of the ladder. If not, I'm going to be a little annoyed. 2,400 is not the end of the world. Not up here. I think our soul should be right here. Yeah. No, no, no. Maybe we just climb down. We won't fall. Yeah, there you go. So you can climb down it, you just can't slide down it. So these are those 3 rats we just fought. Ah, poison, really? Wow. I better not die to these things. It'll be very bad. Luckily, this robe has some pretty high poison resist. Anyway. So, after I almost died to the rats, even though I cut off a dragon's tail, and you get an idea where we are. Here's the guy. We came in here, we killed those 3 rats, then we went back around and went up the other way in order to open it up. Because from this side here, you can't lift that gate up in order to get in there and get to the bonfire. You have to go through underneath the dragon in order to get to the bonfire. We don't want to go that way. Don't go up there yet. There's another one of those black knights up there, and we're not ready for them. Alright, so the dragon's dead. We can come out here and take care of these guys. Or, he's not dead, but he's not around. We can come take care of these guys. Get this loot. Be careful, though. He does randomly come back, so you don't want to spend more time out here than you have to. So kill this. Loot. Soul. Loot. Claymore. And then get back in here. Alright, so there we go. We're lined up. We're going to have to go kill the boar, and then we're headed up to, what's next? The gargoyles, pretty much. Yeah, we're about halfway to ringing the first bell, which is the first main story arc. But we'll pick that up. That should happen. I don't know if we'll kill the gargoyles next episode, but we should be ready to fight them by the end of the next episode. And we'll go from there. So this has been Power. Thanks for watching.